Hi guys, it's Sophie. So we have some fun lighting going on today, but it's a very chill video. I wasn't actually thinking I was going to get a chance to film this weekend. For those of you who don't know, there's been like this massive snow event in the UK and everyone's been trapped. I was completely snowed in, away from home, without my camera, so yeah, I didn't think I was going to get a chance, but actually I have an afternoon and I have some books that I've bought because as soon as I said let's put a pause on Around the World, all of the books just flooded in. So I'm going to show you what I've bought since my little hiatus. I don't know like how it's all going to be working at the minute, just being really chill, but I thought I'd show you them anyway and hopefully you find it interesting and kind of forgive me, bear with me, etc. Just continue on that same line. So the first one I have is my pick for my In Real Life book club, and it is A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. Now I don't actually know anything about this book and I really feel like I should. New York, that's about it. I think it's about people who are living in poverty, but that is literally all I know. I quite like the cover as well, they're like orange and blues. But yeah, so I know nothing. It's quite a chunky book, but I'm looking forward to it just because I don't know, I just kind of feel like a story about New York. You guys know if you've been here for a while, like I really do quite like reading books set in New York, so I'm not going to pick this one up next, but probably the one like after the one I read next. Yeah, really excited for this one actually. And the next one is an essay collection that I've been eyeing for 6 months, easy, and yeah, I just can't wait for it. It is A Woman Looking at Men Looking at Women by Siri Hustvedt. This is a collection of non-fiction essays on art and gender and philosophy, and yeah, it's like a kind of essays about life in the universe with like a feminist slant. I saw this and have been staring at it since, and every time I go into a bookshop I kind of go and pick it up, and it was getting a bit sad, and I was just like, hiatus. This was the first one that as soon as I thought hiatus I thought I can actually read it, so yeah, I'm so excited. It's a bit sad. It just seems like it's going to be a really smart book. It seems like it's going to be a really me book, and I'm just so looking forward to it. I just want to eat it. I just want to eat it, and I really hope I love it as much as I think I will before I even started the first page. But yeah, dead excited. The next one I have I think sounds fab. I saw it on Twitter and immediately bought it like within the next 10 minutes of having seen it, and it is the Illiac Crest. This is by Cristina Rivera Garza, and I think she's Spanish. Let's have a peek. No, she's lived between Mexico and the United States for most of her life, so that was wrong, but it's translated from Spanish. So, the back of this one says, on a dark and stormy night, an unnamed narrator is visited by two women, one a former lover, the other a stranger, who ruthlessly harass him and claim to know his greatest secret. In increasingly desperate attempts to defend himself, he spirals deeper into a haunted past of disappearance and memory. I think this is so me. I think I'm gonna like give myself this in an afternoon. It has that like, I don't know how you describe it, like the big spaces on the edges, and normally, it's such a weird thing to say, normally that is something I really like that's normally a good indicator. I don't know why, maybe I just think I like short books, but yeah. I'm excited. Translated by Sarah Booker. The next one I have isn't for Around the World, but I could potentially read it for Around the World, I suppose. And this one is Soviet Milk by Nora, Ikstena. This is published by Perry & Press. They offered to send me an ARC of this, and I've just absolutely loved everything I've read from them so far. Like, they're just it's a really nice idea. What they do is quite specialised, but I think they do it really well. So this is a Latvian novel which is translated into English, which considers the effects of Soviet rule on one single individual who was trying to become a doctor, and the state kind of take away her career and her aspirations, and then it kind of becomes darker and darker and takes away more and more control in her life. They're all short translated fiction, like under 200 pages, that's 190 pages, and they've all been really good. So yeah, I have another one for Latvia already, but maybe I'll read this one instead and keep the other one, I don't know. But yeah, I love this publishing house, so yeah. And the other two I literally just hauled, and the first one is one that you probably won't be too surprised to see, and it is The World Goes On by László Krasznahorkai, she says, which is his new one. It says, in The World Goes On, a narrator first speaks directly and then tells 21 unforgettable stories and then bids farewell. So yeah, short stories with a common thread. I loved The Last Wolf. I want this in my brain. Yeah, I'm just really excited to read more of him. He's someone I just want to eat up. So yeah, just found this and it looks fab as well. It's just a really nicely designed book. I just, all of the books, I'm just really excited. I'm just really excited to read some stuff at the minute. My reading is like coming back to me, having pissed off entirely for about a month. I'm kind of like dying to get back into reading something. And then the very last one I picked up is non-fiction. It's a really chunky non-fiction. I haven't read non-fiction in a long time, and that's one of the things I've really been missing when I've been doing Around the World for the last couple months. And this one is called The Matter of the Heart, and it's by Thomas Morris. And this book, first off, is absolutely stunning. There's the back as well. And this is a history of the heart, the anatomy of a heart, and it's told through 11 operations that were performed on hearts to help understand how they work. I think this is going to be fab. I really like specific medical books. So The Emperor of All Maladies by Siddhartha Mukherjee, which focuses on cancer, I thought was fabulous, and The Gene by him as well. And yeah, I'm really excited to have like some more knowledge about hearts. Like, I'm not particularly interested in hearts for any particular reason. I think this kind of medical text is just really exciting, and it's a chunky one. So yeah, 412 pages, but I think this is the one I'm going to get started on first, or maybe I might manage to just read this one first. We'll see. I'm really feeling non-fiction. Hopefully if you're in the UK, you've survived the snow and you are kind of just about on solid ground again. I am so excited to read all of these books. I feel that this is the first like proper haul I've done in a while, because obviously I've been hauling around the world, but I've known what I was going to buy, and these have been like the random buys, and I feel like, I don't know, for me it feels different, for you it's probably exactly the same. But anyway, let me know if you're interested in any of the books I've spoken about today, or if there's any books that you've recently hauled that you've been really excited for, or anything that you're already holding off on, like I was with women looking at men looking at women, and why that is if you're holding off on buying something. And I will chat to you guys soon in my next video. See you then. Bye.